अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। This is the second video of this poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tiger from Flamingo textbook, and this is going to be the last and final poem. I have already explained you in previous video, in the very first video, two stanzas of this great poem. Only one stanza is left, so in this video I will discuss with you question answer, and I will discuss with you question answer and the third stanza. So with this video we'll get rid of textbook, Flamingo textbook, and we'll come to the textbook name Vistas. Once we finish the syllabus of Vistas, then after we will have only exam oriented preparation through online lecture, inshallah. Hope so that meanwhile we will inshallah sure meet in not virtual class, but inshallah in real class. Inshallah the school will reopen very soon. Hope so, inshallah. So let's begin to read. I would request all the students to have the textbook in your hand. I am reading from page number 103 from the third stanza. Before let me adjust my camera. I have already shared with you the summary of this great poem, right? Fine. So let me revise it. The first stanza. And Jennifer Tiger prance across the screen, bright topaz denizen of world of green. They do not fear the man beneath the tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So it is about Aunt Tiger, how they look like, and how she has knitted the tiger on her tapestry, right? What kind of tigers they are. So by this way, Aunt Jennifer has expressed her wish to live her life like a tiger, right? But she was not able to do it, as she had to live her entire life like this way. She was much burdened she was not able to carry the burden of marriage on her shoulder in her life, and she was much subjugated, and she was much tortured, and she was much exploited by her husband. Cruelty must have been committed upon her by her husband, and as a result, by this poem, she had expressed her desire to live a liberty life, freedom life like a tiger's, right? So let's see how Aunt Jennifer tigers are. So they are there in topaz colors, yellowish color. They are the resident of green forest. They are not afraid of the men who are standing under the tree, and they walk confidently and in a very brave and in a very grace and elegance moment. So in the very first stanza, in nutshell, the poet is describing a lady whom she addresses as Aunt Jennifer. She says that Aunt Jennifer is doing embroidery on a piece of cloth, which could be a tablecloth or a wall hanging. She has designed it with beautiful tigers which are running fearlessly in the green forest. She has described their beauty by comparing them with a precious yellow stone known as topaz. She says that they appear bright yellow in the green backdrop of the forest. They are fearless and they are not affected by the presence of man. Here we can sense the contrast of behavior between tigers and Aunt. Though the tiger designed by her are fearless, but she herself is afraid of her husband. Further, the poet says that tigers are proud and fearless citizens of the forest. They are very shiny and elegant. This is the explanation of the first stanza. Rhyming scheme already explaining AA, BB, screen green AA, tree and certainty BB. The poetic device is used in topaz. The tigers have been compared with yellow color topaz, right? uh, one of the precious stones, so it is metaphor. Apart from it, yes. Let's begin to read the second stanza. It is also used anaphora, they. What is repeated in the first line, a same word is repeated in the second line is called anaphora, not anaphora, anaphora. Yes. Second stanza, let's see. And Jennifer finger fluttering, FF is repeated, it is called alliteration. And Jennifer's finger fluttering through her wool. She get tremble. Her fingers are fluttering while knitting or while drawing tiger on the wool. Maybe she is extremely old, or maybe she is afraid of her husband. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. She is too weak to pull even ivory needle hard to pull, or maybe she is afraid of her husband. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So, poetic device, rhyming scheme, that is wool pull AA, band hand BB, finger fluttering, alliteration. So she is not able to carry the burden of her marriage life, that is their massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. So she must have been given a ring by her husband or maybe by uncle for her marriage, and the ring is still she is wearing, and she is not able to carry the weightage of that ring in her life, or she is not able to carry the weightage of that ring on her finger. It means she is not able to carry the burden of her marriage life, and it means she is there living her married life. She is not happy with her married life. She had spoiled her life by getting married, and as a result she lives her life in quite or in a very deplorable, pitiable, and in very sorrowful condition. And that is the reality. She must have been tortured, and she was tortured by her husband. Let me explain you. The lady's fingers are trembling with the fear of her husband. She is pursuing her hobby in her free time, that is knitting. Probably she is still afraid of her husband who could scold her. Her fingers are so tired of working endlessly all her life. The needle is also heavy for her to pull out of the clothes. The word Uncle's wedding band is the band was bought by her husband. It is his till today. The lady depends on her husband. She is still burdened by the weight of the ring. Weight means the encirclement or the trap that has fallen upon her by getting married to him. She has been burdened by the obligation of married life, has become the man's, and she become the property of her husband. Right? So this is the second stanza, which I already explained you. Let me adjust my camera first. Okay. Let's move to the third stanza. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. Still ring with ordeal she was mastered by. When she will die, when she will pass away, her terrified hands will lie. Still ring with ordeal she was mastered by. She will not, even after death, she will not be able to get rid of the burden of her married life. The sorrow she had it during her life, when she would be buried, she would have that sorrow, that deplorable condition would come along with her. Still ring with ordeal she was mastered by. She will not be able to get rid of the burden and the torture or the ordeal she had gone through even after her death. That ordeal condition, that pitiable condition, that deplorable condition, and or the marital sorrowful marital life will still follow her even after her death. Still ring with ordeals he was mastered by. Lie and by is repetition is AA. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. But the tiger that she had knitted on the tapestry on piece of clothes will keep on prancing with much grace and with much elegance, proud and unafraid, and they would not afraid of anyone. By this way, even the theme, one of the theme of the poem is that the art that she had display or portrayed on tapestry will remain forever. Number one. Number two, her tigers that she had drawn or she had knitted on tapestry will keep on jumping with much elegance, with much grace and elegance and confidence forever. And number third, that she had expressed her desire to live her life like these tigers, but even after death, she would not be able to live a peaceful life. She would not be able to lay peacefully inside her even grave. She would be accompanied by the ordeal or terrible condition of her married life. This is the explanation of the third stanza. I would discuss the question answer in the very second video, inshallah. Right? So, inshallah, I will explain the second question answer in the very second video, inshallah. So, you must have understood this poem. I hope so. If you have any query, question, you can contact me or you can write in the comment box. Allah Hafiz.